Hey, what's up, everybody? So, if you're watching this, that means you are alive and you made it to 2014. Woo! That probably means that you partied, and you got drunk, got wasted, maybe even got laid, and yet you're still here. Basically, what I've been doing for the last 2 years was that I usually put together a piece called Things I've Realized in whatever year it was. Now, I want to start things off, I guess, on a more serious note and get all the seriousness and all that stuff out the way. Now, rest in peace to the following people: Nelson Mandela, Brian Griffin, at least for a few weeks, Chris Kelly of Crisscross, Doe B, Hadia Pendleton, James Avery, James Gandolfini, Janana Watkins, Lord Infamous, Lou Reed, Paul Walker and Roger Rodas, Roger Ebert, T-Pain's Dreads, Tim Dog, Tom Clancy, and Trayvon Martin. Now, I want to send a special RIP to Chris Conte's football career. Dude, what the fuck? This is so disappointing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and go straight to the damn picture. Let's just go straight to the damn picture, shall we? Now, as you can see, Chris Conte, number 47, is already fucking up. Now, this is a 4th and 8 play with under a minute to go. Now, if the Bears play any kind of defense and make Aaron Rodgers throw an incomplete pass or their play fails, the Bears will get the ball on turnover on downs, and the Bears will win the game and will go into the playoffs instead. But no, as you can see, Randall Cobb, number 18 for the Packers, has already caught Chris Conte slipping and throws up his hand and is like, "Give me the ball, Aaron." Now, the Bears defense is playing man on man, except for Chris Conte, who plays zone and who apparently is never in the right place at the right time. You know what happens? Aaron Rodgers gets out the pocket. He sees Randall Cobb down the field by himself because Chris Conte, his man, is right there. You know what happens? Aaron Rodgers goes ahead and throws a 48-yard pass to Randall Cobb for what ends up being the game-winning touchdown for the Packers. In all honesty, I hope you guys have insurance plans. Health insurance, car insurance, life insurance, whatever insurance it is you need. Because if you don't have any insurance, you know what's going to happen to you guys? You're going to be automatically put on the Chris Conte program. You know what that means? No coverage. No coverage whatsoever. So Chris Conte, whenever you decide to go ahead and go into the witness protection program, make sure you take Mel Tucker's bitch ass with you. On behalf of all Bear fans, thank you if you do that. And another thing, can we please stop calling the Dallas Cowboys America's team? If the Dallas Cowboys are America's team, then America has to be the most mediocre country on the planet. If the Dallas Cowboys are America's team, then I woke up in a new Bugatti. I won the Mega Millions. LeBron James has never flopped. Chris Conte is the greatest safety in the history of the NFL. The thirst is fake.
I am Dante Partee.
Who the fuck is this guy? I think you get the point now. And now, George Zimmerman. No words, just these. No words, just these. Dear Kanye West, what the fuck, fam? What the fuck is going on? It's okay to cry, Kanye, because apparently you are going through something. If you're going through something and you need help, just say, "I need help." Sway does not have the answers, Kanye. Come on, man. I mean, Yeezus, when I put in a Kanye West album, I can usually listen to at least 80% of the album and be like, "Man, I'm feeling this. Man, Kanye on this shit. Man, this nigga a genius." But Kanye, you've been fucking up ever since 2008, and I want to know what's going on, man. I mean, Kim Kardashian, bruh? Kim Kardashian, bruh? Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Come on, Kanye. Like, rule number one, we don't love these hoes. You have broken the God Code handbook. We don't love these hoes. We fuck them and we leave them. That's it. We don't love them. We don't wife them. And we don't get them pregnant. And we damn sure don't name children after directions. Come on, Kanye. Come on, man. Damn. You need help, Kanye. Now, maybe all these Kanye fans are here for you, but you lost a fan in me, bruh. You are no longer a Chicago dude. You are one of them fake LA dudes that we see on reality TV all the damn time. And once again, let me remind you that Sway does not have the answers. He don't have the answer, Sway, and neither do I or anybody else, man. Come on, man. Beefing with Jimmy Kimmel, saying that your job is harder than being a policeman or a soldier, and you bitching off the fact that you only got 2 Grammy nominations? My nigga, you should be thankful that somebody loves your album enough to get 2 nominations. Because if I was on that Grammy committee, your album would not be nominated for shit. You need help, Kanye. Dear Ray J, guess what? I got a secret. I hit it first. No, not you. I hit it first. Guess what, man? I hit it first, bro. Now, you were probably the first to hit it and put it on camera and put it on the internet and to make a hoe famous. Now, if the title of your song was I hit it, put it on camera, put it on the internet, and made a hoe famous, then honestly, I don't think anybody would even dislike your song. I think they'll be like, damn, that's just accurate as hell. Ray J's a fucking genius. But instead, we're all like, ah, he's missing the hoes. Come on, man, you fucking up. Now, shout out to the homie Kendrick Lamar for that Control verse that he did. I'm not going to say that his verse was the greatest verse in all of hip-hop because most of us can name verses that are 10 times better than that. However, I will say that that verse woke up every fucking body. And in today's hip-hop, that's something that we need. Because in all honesty, all you so-called hip-hop artists, y'all fucking up, B. Get your shit together. Now, a few quick things. Toni Braxton sings better than Tamar Braxton. I'm sorry, it's true. I learned this year that I should not pop Molly, I should rock Tom Ford. Justin Timberlake is today's Michael Jackson. Timbaland may be the greatest producer of today's generation. And thanks to Robin Thicke, I now know what rhymes with hug me. Hey, 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 dear Miley Cyrus, I'm fully aware that you are age legal. But why do you have to be so damn ratchet? Because of you, ratchet is going to be in the dictionary forever. See, I already know that you're in the club, high on perp, with some shades on. Tatted up, mini skirt with your J's on. And by the way, thanks for ruining everything Michael Jordan related for me. And since you insist on twerking and trying to teach every white female out there how to twerk, the one thing that I want you to do is I want you to call up Nicki Minaj and find out who done her ass shots for her. Because guess what, Miley? You got no ass. Now, I know black men, and I know that black men will look at a white woman and be like, ooh, she's white. I wonder if she'll let me hit. Well, guess what, Miley? I'm not one of them black men who are going to just stand in line and wait to talk to you and meet you and be like, hey, Miley Cyrus, how you doing? I love the way you're working that tongue over there, and I seen what you did on stage and everything. So, when you gonna let me hit that, huh? You know why? Because if I want me a white girl, this is the white girl that I'm gonna be chasing after. You know who this is? This is the beautiful Iggy Azalea. Now, this is ass on a white girl. This girl has ass for days. And if Iggy Azalea ever gave me the time of the day, guess what? I'm fucking the shit out of that. Now see, Miley, this is your ass. Now, there's no need for me to say anything else because the picture already says it all. Oh, and by the way, thank you for ruining chicken for me. I have not eaten chicken from your performance at the VMAs this year until about 2 weeks ago. So thank you, Miley. Thank you so very much. So y'all niggas can go ahead and fuck Miley Cyrus if you want to and fantasize about Miley Cyrus if you want to, but y'all already know what I'm on. You know, I remember the days when twerking was not mainstream, and it was considered more of an asset more than a liability. No pun intended, of course. And that the only time, more or less, that you will find twerking is if you were at a black person's house party and you were upstairs where all the kids were at and all the adults were like downstairs in the basement or the lower level of the house or whatever, and there would be nothing but house music and juke music, and you would peek downstairs and you would see nothing but ass cheeks just grooving for days, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is golden treasure right here. Well, guess what? Now, because twerking is mainstream, Miley Cyrus, now everybody is trying to do it, and everyone is trying to twerk, and all I can say is this: if you want to twerk, please learn how to do it. Watch some videos on YouTube, watch whoever it is that you need to watch, and learn how to do it. I'm tired of just going on Facebook and I'm seeing videos of like you girls moving your spine up and down. No, you're not twerking, you're moving your spine. If you have no ass, then twerking is not for you. If you want some ass, get some of them ass implants, one of them, what do you call it? Get one of them little booty pop things, or just get some ass shots. It's not that hard, man. Oh, and guess what, guys? Beyonce done messed around and committed the ultimate sneak attack, and she dropped an album online in the middle of the night, and the internet went nuts, and bitches went crazy. Everybody was all like, ah, oh my god, a new Beyonce album, oh my god, she's the greatest ever, ever, and ever, and ever, and ever. I just love her so much. She is such a genius for dropping this album like that. Oh my goodness, I just adore her completely. Whoever was on her team and told her to drop an album like this has to be a genius. No music videos, no songs on the radio. Whatever she did, she is just a genius. Honestly, I would have to wholeheartedly agree with all those people who reacted that way. However, I do have one small issue with that. She stole my fucking idea on how to drop an album. See, about a year and a half ago, me and some of my musical friends who do music or who are interested in music industry related stuff, we actually had a discussion on what would be the best way for, an artist, a major artist to release an album. And one of the things that was brought up that we discussed about and that we threw back and forth was, what if somebody were to just release an album and just throw it out there? No promotion, no marketing, no anybody. That would be genius. Now, wouldn't it? See, and the best part of that plan was that only a special artist can do that. Only an artist of a high caliber can do that. Well, I'm guessing either Beyonce or someone from Beyonce's team was listening into that conversation, because guess what? She done went and stole my idea and implemented it for herself, and it went well. Now, I knew the idea was genius, and of course, but I'm just more pissed off at the fact that she stole my idea. Because after all, this would not be the first time that she was accused of stealing music or stealing ideas from somebody. Now, would it? Now, more importantly, what the fuck am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to drop my album when it's my turn to drop something so amazing? Now, I gotta think of a whole new plan, a whole new scheme in order for me to successfully release music. I guess the only thing that I really learned about this is that I'm keeping every thought to myself from this point on, because y'all motherfuckers are listening to all of my thoughts and my conversations. Now, that TLC movie with Lil Mama and all of them in it. I've been waiting for so many years for somebody to go ahead and to do an autobiographical movie about my favorite girl group of all time, TLC. And I'm glad that whoever put all this together finally implemented the idea and put it on TV, because that shit was genius. You know what I learned from this movie? Lil Mama can act. Really, I was like, oh shit. Like, is this Lil Mama or is that Left Eye on the screen in front of me? I really couldn't tell at one point. I learned from that movie that, you know what, maybe Lil Mama has a future in acting, because I sure have rolled on her ass for a while. I gotta figure out how to stop attracting MILFs and how to stop attracting women who are like in their late 30s and early 40s. Because the last thing I want is a woman with 5 children and your oldest child is damn near my age. And yo, why will exes never learn? You know, it's funny, the same ex-girlfriends who broke my heart and who left me emotionally just a wreck and just questioning everything that I believed in and all that stuff. The same ones who made me feel guilty about me doing stuff wrong and all that stuff. It's the same ones who apparently say I'm not shit are always the same ones who come back to me. They never give up. They never quit. Like, they won't fucking quit. Stop that shit. Anyway, this was also the year in which I ventured out west for the first time ever in my life. I had the opportunity to go to Denver and to Vegas, both for the same reasons, because I went to go attend weddings. The only time zones that I've ever been in my whole life were the Central Time Zone, the Eastern Time Zone. And because I went to Denver and to Vegas, I've now been in the Mountain Time Zone and the Pacific Time Zone. So now I can say that I've been in all 4 time zones of the continental US. I can get down with this whole West Coast life and this whole West Coast living thing, especially when it comes to just being in Vegas. The people out there gave me so much love. Everybody that I met on the street, I guess they could just tell that I was not a local, and they asked me where I was from, and I would tell them I'm from Chicago, and they just seemed so amazed because I'm just a Chicagoan. I already know that if there ever comes a point in time where I move away from Chicago, it would definitely be to the West Coast. Vegas would definitely be a first option, and honestly, anywhere in California I think would be like a nice second option. This is for me. Also, in 2013, this was also the year in which I was in a music video for the very first time. So, shout out to my homie and the brethren and my fellow R&B partner in crime, Marcellus Spoken Hearted, for putting me in his video and deciding that I would be a nice fit for his vision and for everything that he was trying to do. So, homie, thank you once again for the opportunity. Also, 2013 was the year when I finally became a fantasy football champion. Now, shout out to my team, 2 Chainz, for go ahead and taking it all and winning their $150 jackpot. Also, shout out to Jamal Charles for allowing me to even win this, because without him, I definitely would have not won this year. So anybody who had Jamal Charles this year in fantasy football will know my joy. But in all seriousness, I took 2013 more or less as a time to just reflect on myself and to just figure out where I want to go and where I see myself going. This was also the year in which I lost a lot of friends this year for various different reasons. I kind of took it and I just realized, you know what? This may be a blessing in disguise. I felt like instead of complaining and crying about it, I kind of took it as a blessing, because I know that many of you have heard the saying, the less people in your circle, the more clear your vision becomes. I really do feel like this was the year in which my vision became so much clearer. And for the people who walked out in my life, honestly, I could really care less, because I gained new quality friends and I gained even new family members through marriage. Shout out to my brand new cousin-in-law, Karen, by the way. But in all honesty, I'm just so grateful to just have real friends and my No Vacancy Entertainment team to just provide support in everything that I do. And I took this time off more or less to just hustle and grind and earn a few dollars here and there. And I finally have my own studio equipment in order for me to finally make music my way. And also, I'm also proud to say that I have an audition with NBC's The Voice, which is coming up in a couple weeks. So, assuming that I do make it, I'm gonna need all y'all to go ahead and vote for your boy. You know what I'm saying? But even if I don't make it on The Voice, I still have a whole bunch of other things lined up that I'm really, really excited about. That just has me just so geeked and optimistic. There will be nothing but photo shoots and video shoots. And of course, No Vacancy finally has some office space in which we can go ahead and do everything that we need to do business-wise and to get ourselves on the ground. And we just have a plan of action. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a team behind you that is just as hungry as you are and that wants the same thing as you, more or less. 2013 definitely wasn't my year by design and by choice. I knew that coming into 2013 that this wasn't going to be my year, and that this was the year, like I said before, I need to just chill out and relax. However, I will say that 2014 will mark the beginning of my transformation towards success and nothing else in my way. I'm not going to be one of those motherfuckers and just be like, new year, new me. Let's be real. Most of you motherfuckers ain't going to change anyway. Y'all going to be doing the same shit and fucking up in the same way each and every year that comes by. This year, like I said before, this year will be the beginning of my transformation. I'm not saying that 2014 will be my year, but it will mark a new beginning and I will slowly better myself. So once again, to all my family, to all my friends, thank you so much for your love and for your support. And to Danny Rose, thank you for just being everything. I love you so much. In conclusion, let's go ahead and make 2014 a great year, you guys. Deuces.